Okay, hi, welcome back. Um, we have just won a crushing victory here in Springfield, Missouri, which gives us St. Joseph, Louisville, Rolla, and theoretically, you guys should be completely out of stuff. We're gonna have to withdraw, I think, back to Rolla to rearm and resupply. But then we're going for Carlton, Arkansas. At least I think we should. Meanwhile, you here in Memphis, Tennessee, plot status 52%. Hey, is there a bigger port around here than Memphis, Tennessee? What if I went down to Vicksburg instead? That's 186,000. This is 94,000, but that's also because you're losing a bunch. I guess you'll stay there until we take Memphis. Um, I'm confused what's going on here because there's no Confederate army in Indianapolis, but there is a Confederate army somewhere. There's a Confederate army down here. I'm just so confused what's going on. I think we need right now to take a minute, look at all of this. Civil order is useless, right? Yes. None of the things that I want are ready. These are all in a different order now than I feel like they used to be. I feel like this is the way they should be ordered. Just by default. Um... Logistics reform? Or since we have it, let's try trade warfare. I should really... Greatly increasing the efficiency of depots is really interesting to me, but increasing their level and how many troops they can muster is not of particular interest to me right now. Like, eventually, I'm sure we'll end up with, 4,000 men in the field if this war happens to last longer, which the way it seems like it's going, it simply won't. I think we'll just save up for logistics reform. What is with these navy? Okay, you're still not ready. You guys are down there. You guys are not really doing great. I don't have... You're not who I wanted to click on. Hello? Thank you. Okay. Confederate invasions. Hills Corps and Army of Virginia. 30,000 and 26,000. But wow. I guess let's bring you back down to Alexandria. And we'll deal with whatever the hell else is gonna happen later. I would, like, actually, and what I meant to do, I want to look at the Department of the Ohio. I want to look at all of these armies. And I want to look at them through this methodology. So the Department of the Ohio has no issues. Wonderful. The Army of the Atlantic, with both your departments, are full of unhappy people. So I need to look at the commanders and figure out who I should or should not get rid of. The problem is, some of you people are just so good. It's like you're not famous enough to make your troops happy, but you're really good leaders, and I almost would rather suffer the unhappiness debuff rather than kick out the leaders. Like Dory probably is not particularly well liked by his group, but that leadership and that administration is just so good. Somebody like you, Haskins, I can replace you. Sure, with somebody like that. And now theoretically, that should be at least everybody has 1 star of fame. The other thing I want to do is make sure that everybody has an at least usable weapon, which I just don't have enough weapons to do. Okay. How many people do you have that I can... Wow, wild. I have that many Mississippis. Oh, I really need a lot more of these carbines to come in. I need to look at... Well, okay, that's you guys good enough. You're still upset. You're still gonna be upset. I think that's just the way you guys are gonna have to be. Maybe I do something like embedded reporters. And then maybe I can move people into and out of this army. So stone. I would presume, like if I replace Andrews with somebody, there's just nobody. The problem is that nobody has fame. Because the people who have been fighting are the people who have been fighting. Like, I could replace Andrews with a battle commander, with you, worse initiative and worse cunning, but you have more fame and the same administration and same leadership. But there was simply no cavalry replacement for Gerard. I think the unhappiness mechanic is just a bit silly. Because there's not enough of you there's just not enough people like to replace people with, you know? Because the only way you're gonna get fame is by being in an army and being part of the fighting. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's broken. Army of the Ozarks. Is there enough? Think. Oh fuck! Springfield Muskedoons. Oh, you're telling me there's not enough Menards? I guess not. Not yet, at least. So you guys too, like, these units are not particularly experienced. I guess some of them are, but hell, even the artillery commanders have decent fame. Lion is probably upset because Lion thinks he should be in charge. And I mean, Bridges here only really became in charge because of the goofy way things worked. So alright, I'll replace Lion with some random loser, Nagley. I'll replace Bridges with Lion. And then I'll replace Nagley, obviously, with Bridges. Assuming I can find Bridges again, which I might not be able to. I should have just searched for him. I don't think Bridges is a real person. I think he's just a made up person by the computer. Because I think that's what it does for... Oh, is that Alvord? No. I wonder what Alvord is. I think the computer just makes up new people for the forts and the garrisons. Hubbard. He wouldn't be a lieutenant. Huh. He would be somebody up here. I would imagine, at least. Can I do filter by all? What if I turn off suitable rank? Huh. I guess Bridges just doesn't exist. And then for some reason, some of these people... Oh, because you're killed in action. You're wounded. Oh god, we've actually lost quite a lot of people, haven't we? Oh, John C. Free... Okay, he was only wounded. Whew. That would have been... very upsetting. Okay, well, I guess Bridges is no longer in command at all. So he got to go home and live a happy life. I will put Stevenson. I will put Wallace, Lew Wallace, in charge. Hopefully that takes care of... Do you still have... Yeah, so somehow you have a bunch of guns just connected to you? No. That's 15 guns, and then 36 guns. So yeah, you just have 6 guns connected to you. That's just so weird. 15, 15, 30. But you have 71, so there's another 5 somewhere too. Okay, well, either way, I mean, we're just gonna have to let you guys hang out the way you are, but... Crops production is 0, yes, because it's April. That's how that works. Alright, can I move you down here, please? What the fuck? Thank you. Did you retake Dover by any chance? You have. Go ahead and come down to Unencock. And you guys... Why don't you let me select you? We need to go up to Indianapolis. Like, right fucking now. Why do you not let me select the fucking army? How many men are in Hill's Corps? 26,000. I need all of you guys to come up here to Indianapolis. so that we can fight Hill's Corps before they take Indianapolis, which I don't understand how they can even be on that side of the river. Just doesn't make any sense. Walker's Corps with 10,000. The Army of Adventure could probably handle that. Let's get you down here to Appomattox Courthouse. Or Lynchburg, rather. God, the selecting in this is just mind-bogglingly annoying. What's that military academy? Virginia Military Institute. Neat. What's this? Weapons are delivered. Order of 64 24-pound howitzers. Okay. That's good. So why are you... whatever. What is this? Department of... oh my god. Oh, that's a huge... Department of the Appalachians has made contact. And is preparing siege. Why? What? In Dover? What? More and... okay, hold on. I want to look at this first. With the Army of Virginia? With nobody there. So you're engaging a siege with a ghost army of 30,000. Because the actual Army of Virginia is here. But they don't exist. And then there's Walker's Corps over here. You know what? I want to do this. We're outnumbered 2-1. I don't think we actually are. I think there's something broken going on here. So I guess we'll see what the old dog of the Union can manage to do. You don't have much at your disposal. I could force everybody on this side of the river and then sneak up behind them. I'm not gonna do that. Make sure initiative is turned off. And then I really only want one thing right now, and that's for everybody to go on top of this mountain. This is an interesting... I feel like I've seen this. I've seen a very similar map in Missouri. Candy Mountain, Big Rock Candy Mountain, Foggy Top, Rocky Top, Willow Garden. Yeah, there's a very, very similar map in Missouri. It might actually be the same map, but I thought that there was more ridges on this side. Oh, end of day. Okay, didn't really expect that. Oh, and I saw something there I probably shouldn't have seen. I want you to come up here. I want the artillery to go right there. And I want you to come right here. And I think maybe I'll just end up blasting them with artillery for a few hours and then leaving, because I have less than half as many men as they do. In fact, I have a third as many men as they do. Interesting that from where you guys are, I can't actually see them. Also, look at that terrain. They can see me. I would have loved it if you guys had brought the artillery up a different route. But losses is already pretty high. Or you guys can go straight up the fucking cliff face. What is this? Magical horses. Look at them climb. I really wish you guys had climbed up right here. Like it looked like you guys were going to. Okay, you're shooting. Can I tell you to go on counter battery file? First and foremost. Except actually, maybe don't. Maybe instead, oh, for fuck's sake. You have to imagine that this is just one tiny fraction of their army. The rest of it's in Willow Garden. And you guys have lost guns along the way somewhere. There's a dead horse. Those two guns that are magically being teleported up the mountain. Alright. I would think they would have a lot of trouble shooting us up at the top of the hill. Okay, first of all, Bull Nelson, come here. Second of all, bombard right there. All three of your people. You should have no trouble. You should have no trouble. You should also have no trouble, but you might just have to move forwards a little bit. I don't really know how you guys can shoot at us. Okay, now you guys can file. I mean, I guess I might as well. No, don't do that. Just towel. Come this way and then do that. How big do you think this cavalry is? 600, that's tiny. Okay, this is everybody's first battle. Yeah, you're not gonna do very well. I think that's just, unfortunately, the way that it is. Not that I'm, giving you guys very good orders anyway. We will try to sweep these ramparts. I will have you guys shoot them. You guys come shoot them. And you guys go that way. This will be a loss, which is something the Confederates have not been able to really say very much so far this war. You guys should have decent training? No, poor training still. You guys also go double time, please? I mean, this first brigade we're up against, in fact, everybody in here doesn't seem to be of particularly impressive experience. But I can't imagine any of them all on their first battle. And then I have terrible weapons in every single one of these units. Holy hell. I don't know how we lost vision on these guys. Move forwards. They have immediately brought forward reinforcements, and I think that one battalion, I mean, honestly, I think these two brigades are more than enough to stop all three of my, even all four if I threw my cavalry in here, for example. Maybe not if they just stand around like that, getting themselves shot, not really doing anything, but That's now 2-on-2. I'm gonna get 3-on-2 here in a second. Oh, except they've got another group coming in on our flank. I thought we had a battle with these guys where they didn't actually get involved, but they were in a battle. I mean, I guess not. If you guys move a little more like that, I think you will end up on their flank. I don't know what you guys are doing. They are now on your flank. Okay. Stop whatever you're doing. Just turn back around like that. You guys are not going to get where you need to go before they come up. And you guys are gonna break soon. You don't think you are, but you are. We have 2 whole brigades firing on them. Whereas they have 1 and, a third or a quarter firing on us. So we have a lot more fire coming down on them. They're now wheeling to face the rest of us. That's gonna open more of them up to shooting. We might actually break this guy. You bring yourself a little bit farther forward. You keep up the pressure. You guys, I know you are about to be flanked in the rear, but they haven't started shooting you yet, so I don't actually care. You can also turn off the double time if you'd like. If we break these 2 brigades, I mean, I will be perfectly happy to just withdraw right then and there. I mean, that artillery should be gone pretty shortly. Cavalry, come here. We broke one, break the other, break the other. Yes. Shoot those guns. You guys, face this way. You guys, face this way. You get yourself over here. Okay, I'm gonna tell the artillery to go back to firing at will. Okay, and then you guys, I'm gonna tell you to do that. The artillery can just keep shooting whoever they want to shoot. I don't really care. We broke those two. We might. There was not a chance. Okay, let's just get you back up heal. Denver, back up heal. Benham, back up heal. Henry, go ahead and dismount. Do sortal. Once you guys have started to move and get out of there, I will give the retreat order, I think, because I'm not fighting that. You are exhausted. In fact, I think I will just give the retreat order now. It's only 14 minutes of a retreat timer. That's not very long. I think I can get my men out of here faster than they can get their men to come after me. Although they do have artillery firing straight into my back. So, you guys didn't take very many casualties, but you definitely dealt pretty good. I'm quite proud of that, actually. You need to just hurry up and go. You, like, get over here. Get over here. Can I really wish I could tell you to just retreat, as opposed to whatever it is you are doing. Let me get you guys to go and shoot Morsel's brigade. I think would be a very good use of what little time we have left. Actually, I don't think we're even gonna get in time to fire one volley at them. Third brigade broke somehow. I guess that's what happens. I would love it if you didn't have Cold Steel turned on and would shoot a volley at them. There we go. Even just one good volley at them was pretty good. With 70 more casualties. Okay, well, that's not ideal, but I guess that's what happens when you go up against more than 3 times your numbers. 4 times? I don't. Almost 4 times. Major General Winfield Scott, for the cards you were handed, I think that was a incredible tactical victory. Whipping the enemy before skillfully withdrawing to preserve the lives of your men. That is the sort of victory that, if you ask me, I think would make Winfield Scott go down in history as America's most well thought out general. If you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of Major General Winfield Scott. The old dog of the Republic, absolutely incredible story. Look at these 4 dapple young men. The battle has started and has ended with the army of adventure retreating from the battlefield in good order. My command has earned us a glorious tactical victory, whipping the enemy before withdrawing to fight another day. The enemy has reportedly suffered total casualties of 1,000 men, thereof 150 killed and 600 captured. All casualties total 664 men, with 110 killed, 140 missing, and the rest wounded. Who's General Tilgman? I don't know. That's okay. I don't know what you guys are going to do. I would like now to look at this Department of the Appalachians and figure out what the fuck is going on with you. I'm sorry, can I launch an assault against an army with no troops? I think I might be in a fight with an army that has no troops. So we'll see. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. I don't understand this game sometimes. Enemy is retreating. The battle hasn't even begun yet. It's the same map. Why was it the same map? What the fuck just happened? What's the button for? Taking a... How do I print screen? Windows Shift S. I'll just take a whole fucking screenshot of this. That's amazing. I bet you we're still somehow gonna lose like 10 casualties. 3 wounded, 4 missing, and the rest... Or 3 killed, 4 wounded, and the rest missing. Oh, army suffered no casualties. Okay. It's so sad. This is the sort of bug where 20 years ago would have resulted in an overflow error, and the enemy's national morale would have dropped by 100, and our military experience would have dropped or would have risen by 100. Oh my god. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. The enemy has reportedly suffered total casualty of 0 men, there were 0 killed and 370 captured. 348 enemy soldiers have been... What the fuck just happened? What is going on? Okay, can you get to Annenkoch, please? so that I can bring you across to Yorktown? I would like to know where you guys are going. I would like if you retreated back to Grafton. Okay, and here we now have this fight. Have you guys taken Indianapolis yet? No, you almost have. 27, Army of the West. Can you actually just halt for a second? That's not what I wanted. Well, you guys get a bit closer. Okay, well, I don't really know what's going on anymore. None of this makes any sense. I think it might be smart to have the Department of the Ohio You know what? Don't go by sea, but go by river if that's faster. Actually, wait, if you're going through Chattanooga, just stop at Chattanooga. And we'll see what happens then. Okay, are all of you guys involved? Once you guys get there, I think we're gonna do that battle, and that'll be probably the end of the night. You guys, I want all of you to come back. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wish I could, like, box select you guys. Crittenden, come back here. Wallace, come back here. I've never understood why that one tiny part has never come back to us. You're just standing right there, which you should really not do. You should really be coming back to Grafton. I could definitely beat you with that army combined with the army of adventure, but we're gonna do this. How do we only have 36 guns? Jesus Christ. Well, we're gonna get out and we're gonna go wallop them. They outgeneraled us, but we outcornered them. Colonel William T. Shaw after the Battle of Shiloh. Oh my god, is this gonna be on the Shiloh map? That wouldn't make any sense. We're fighting in fucking Indianapolis, Illinois. Where was Shiloh? Shiloh was in, like, Kentucky, wasn't it? I think it was in, because it was part of the Western Theater. It was either in Kentucky or Tennessee. Shiloh, Tennessee, is that right? I don't know. Oh, are we on the defensive? Yes, we are. Not only are we, but we have quite an interesting setup here. Okay. Not who I meant, but stone. There we go. You. Nope. You. Nope. You. Nope. Okay, if they're coming here, they're probably gonna come down and attack me along this road, right? Like, one would think. So either I move my men down here and set up a very, very strong defensive line. Or I set up a meager defensive line right here, and I have you guys come and we hammer and anvil them. So either I have you guys come down here to bolster the line, or I have you guys try and hit them in the back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me look at what I have in terms of natural defenses. First of all, Honey, Commander, turn off initiative, single line, infantry, long range. What was that? Charge? I'd really not really rather you didn't do that, but I'm going to see if I can't get you to do that better. Good enough. I plan if they happen to try and outflank me, I'm gonna race them here, and I think I'm gonna win that race. So stall. I would like you guys to get a. Actually, I want to see how close to the road can you guys get where you can actually reach them. Maybe I don't want stall. Maybe I want Hooker instead, because Hooker is better guns. Yeah, I'd rather Hooker took up this position. Stall come back. Hooker come up. I think stall I'm going to have over here in these woods. Then William Tecumseh Showman with the artillery. Can you shoot over them from this hill? I don't actually know if you can or can't, because I don't know that I trust what this says. Holney, yourself, Camille. Pleasanton will find yourself here, and I will do that and do that. Okay, you can't actually shoot over them. I think in the case of those guns, that's okay. I don't actually understand how you can't shoot over them. In what world does that make any sense? You can shoot over them. You're howitzers, for fuck's sake. The whole point of your guns is that you're supposed to shoot over the lines. Hello. The Civil War goes incredibly well. It is 18 of 6 1862, and I think if I wanted to, I could just waltz my way across the Confederacy. In fact, that's what Grant is in the process of doing right now. Um, okay, Bolton. I think I want to just set you up here, except I want everybody actually near the road. That might be a railroad. I don't know if you get movement bonuses on railroad. Stone, I really don't care about what you do. Go ahead and press play. Bolton, Buell. Please let me click on Bolton. Go ahead and just come up there. Stone, go there. You guys should lay down so that they don't know that you're there. Yeah. And the beginning of this campaign was very, very dangerous. I found the problem to be is that they don't follow up on their advantages. Like real they do the computer does weird stuff instead of taking full advantage of the victories when they have them. So like right now there was an army. This army is in fucking Indianapolis, Indiana. But you know what the Confederates don't have is they don't have Lexington, Kentucky. They don't have Covington, Kentucky. They don't have Knoxville, Tennessee. They don't have the supply depot in, I don't know where it is. It's near Bowling Green. What is your AI? It is set to maximum. Maximum difficulty, maximum aggressiveness. I think, and I need to experiment more with it before I'm confident of it. I think setting the AI aggressiveness to maximum makes the game easier because I think it happens to make the AI do stupid stuff that it wouldn't otherwise do because it gets too aggressive. Where the fuck are you guys going? Are you guys going to capture the crossing? The entry point? Or you guys just happening to line up right here? Mediocre is the best. Interesting. What are all of the settings? Those obviously max, those mediocre, which is like low. Those are there four? Are there three or are there four? Non-adversarial makes them completely outrun. Yeah. So I mean that's what I'm saying is these guys in Indiana are completely cut off from all supply. Literally everything. They've got nothing to show for it. I don't know how they made it into Indiana. They swam across the Ohio River. I swear to God, because they don't own any ports on the Ohio River, so I don't know where they embarked from. They just swam across the damn thing. I've never seen the Ohio River, so I don't know if it's small enough that you can swim across it. But I can't really imagine a army in the 1860s. That's not what I want at all. No, please don't do that. Stone, you know what? In fact, Stone, go fuck off over there so that you don't accidentally make me do stupid stuff like that again. Oh, you bastards better not be. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I really didn't. The whole point of you guys being in the woods here is that they would be confused. Oh, you idiots are moving because you think I told you to fucking move. Okay, well, you are moving now because you've given up your fucking position. Oh my god, you're in double line too. Honey. Single line. Oh my god. You fucking imbeciles. After knowledge. What do you mean by after knowledge? After knowledge in the sense of I know how the real war went, or after knowledge as in I've played this campaign before. Oh, what an incredible move! That's what I like to see. Go deal with them. Don't let them do that to ya. Give them the old razzle dazzle. Oh my god. Oh, come on, computer. Come on, Jones. Okay, hold on. I need to slow down to regular speed. I don't know what you guys are doing. That's a bit close to be sending one brigade. In fact, that's close enough that I'm gonna put the cavalry in attack column and stare them straight at you down the line. And now that you guys are withdrawing, go give them the old what for. Do something worth doing, as I like to say. No, what are you doing? What part of charge them don't you understand? Your cavalry, just go. Oh my god. People are hopeless. Alright, is the artillery moving? Slowly. No, you're not actually moving. Okay. Go come up there. How did you flub that so fucking bad? You had them dead to rights. Here's another thing. Because they're so out of supply, and because they're in the wrong states, they started this battle with such terrible morale. Be decisive. Be decisive. Sometimes I feel like this is less of the American Civil War and more of, an early 2000s Oregon Ducks against Oregon State Civil War. Back when Oregon State was a joke of a college. Smoothbore muskets were soon. Yeah. When I started this. What are you guys doing? When I started. Where the fuck are you going? Shoot them! When I started this campaign, I wanted to limit myself and, like, my own personal aggressiveness. But, man, I play paradox games. Like, if you give me an empty tile with nobody defending it, if you leave Richmond, Virginia open with nobody, within 100 miles to contest it, I want to gobble that right up. This was supposed to be a defensive battle. I was supposed to be on the back foot. They had every meaningful advantage, and instead all they've gotten. Where the fuck are you going? And instead they've muddled it. They might still do something worth doing just with you guys, but I don't know if I'm terribly convinced. Don Carlos and Buell. I love Buell. Why they all didn't? Right, yeah. I mean, I watched a video not terribly long ago about the Austro-Prussian War, right, which happened at almost the same time as this. I think it was what 1850s sometime. Um, and how it's like neither side understood how radically the weapons they had changed the face of warfare. Like that the Prussians used their uh, Lorenz needle rifles wrong because they liked to keep at a long distance where they were inaccurate, but the Austrians with their maybe it was maybe the needle rifle isn't Lorenz. Maybe the Austrians had a Lorenz. I don't remember the names of the guns. They're not American guns, so I don't give it crap. Um, but how the Austrians had more accurate at long range, but obviously much slower firing, and yet they preferred to close the range, which gave the Prussians an advantage. But the Prussians, with the faster loading needle guns, they were Dreis needle guns, and the Austrians did have Lorenz rifles. The Prussians liked to stay at long range where their guns were less effective because they were so much less accurate. Where's the cavalry going? Yeah, I don't have the Whiskey and Lemons DLC, but it's definitely one of those things where when I'm bored enough with this game, and I stop playing it and then come back in 5 years, uh, not that that's really how it'll go, but Whiskey and Lemons I think will be much more up my alley then. What I really want is, how I don't know if you play Paradox games at all, but in Hoi 4, I think it works in EU 4 as well, but I've never seen anybody do it. In Hoi 4 you can have like multiple people be in charge of the same one country, and they'll just go attack them because I think that's funny. And they'll have it be like one person is in charge of the L, one person is in charge of the politics, one person is in charge of the Eastern Front, one person's in charge of the Western Front, Navy, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. I think it would be a lot of fun if you had one person. The game was always set to ×2 speed, just always. You had one person whose job was just the politics and the economics, one person in charge of the whole navy, and then like every person was their own general and field commander. And you could do it in a really fun way where you'd have like one person would be Stone in charge of the army of the West, and then he does everything with the army of the West. But when you're in a battle, the other people you're playing with take the role of Henry Prince and Harney and whoever the other guy is, Bolton, and such like that. I think that would be the way where this game might actually prove the best. Okay, I would like you to just withdraw. You don't need to be there. I've never actually done it myself either. I've just seen it done. Where did you guys come from? Oh, were you the ones I had going to shoot them? I did not mean to tell that guy to melee. So I hope by the time he gets there, that guy is in a real bad spot. William Tecumseh Shawman once again proving that his guns are absolutely no match for the pure chaos that is the Confederate Army. This sign can't stop me because I can't read moment here. Your guns can't shoot at me because I'm gonna go get shot at by the infantry instead. Ha ha ha. Take that, showman. March to the sea with dumb apples. Make it a 3-player co-op where the players are 3 brigades under a division, 3 divisions under a corps. That would be cool. Yeah. What they can't do, though, is the artillery way back here is not going to be able to shoot through the trees very well. So I kind of don't care too much. Hold on. CS regulars. 2,000? Where the hell did you get 2,000 men from? Let's get Gerald and his cavalry over there, please. Oh, does it? There's a lot of things in this game, that I don't think the mechanics are explained well enough to be as complex as they are. Which is funny, because I almost would rather I want the mechanics to be even more complicated, in a way. Because the more complicated is more fun. But things like when the morale actually gets applied, or things like, I was complaining earlier today about the way blockading works, where ships have a blockade value, but you don't get to see that blockade value. And if you add 2 ships together into the same navy, instead of, their 2 values combining, or even, being like 190% of the, combined value or whatever, you end up with half. Doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, it's a weird mechanic. It's not logical. I think it's actually just not the way it should work. But it would be really cool if literally anywhere, any one of those numbers was displayed in a way that you could see them. Just whiskey and lemons. Interesting. Yeah, maybe what I need to do, and I'm never gonna do it because it's just such a goofy idea, but would be to set everything to auto manage and then just watch the AI do it instead of doing it all myself. You know what? You can go shoot them, I guess. You can also go shoot them. At this point, just cause havoc. More blood for the blood gods. King, your men are known for their incredible melee skills. So go melee. Their cavalry is running away, no longer supporting them, and they're turning their flank to us. That's a perfect opportunity for you to go shoot those regulars that I don't really think are CS regulars, because I think I dissolved all of the actual CS regulars. You know what? You go charge them. Just everybody charge. I'm gonna write a children's book, and that's gonna be its title: is Everybody Charge, and it's gonna be about everybody charging. Pickett charging and how well that ended for him. Uh, Charging in video games, bulls charging, uh, companies charging transaction fees. If it has to do with charging, it's gonna be in the children's book. All right, mount up, sick 'em. Ay, ay, ay. Does the AI really not move generals around? Like, if a general gets, I mean, I assume it must if they get wounded in action, right? Or killed in action. But if they just get defamed, they really don't do anything? What I wish is that these, first of all, I wish these buttons were laid out in a little bit more of a useful manner. Like, I dislike that commando is all the way over here. It should be on this side. Um, but I wish there was a lot more, let me click on a guy. Let me click on you. I wish there were more options with what I could tell the initiative to do and with these stances. Because I found that using the stances, having initiative turned on is only actually useful if you have stances turned on as well. But having stances turned on is never particularly useful because the computer likes to just run their troops around. Like, you'll tell them to defend, and instead of staying in the strong defensive position you've already built for them, they will just lay down, which is super cool, but not really how you defend against somebody who's already shooting at you. Smith, shoot them, they're point blank. What is going on? First battery, shoot them, they're point blank. Come on. Give them the old what for. Somehow this has still come out only to be a minor victory. Oh, that's bullshit. Why do I need to inflict 26% casualties? Their army is not that good. You, go melee them. Get them to surrender. I don't think anybody surrendered. Okay. Times 20. Good enough. We tried. Yeah. I think the stances are very much a setup and let it go, which I guess if you really wanted a difficult campaign, that's what you should do. Is you should just use the stances. And ideally, that's what I would have done at the beginning. Anyway, Major General Ambrose P. Hill has once again gotten his ass absolutely handed to him by Major General Charles P. Stone. I don't know how that wasn't a major victory, but whatever. See, I think what I would do with stances is, if I was actually going to use them correctly, I think I would only use the assault stance and the defend stance. And then maybe I would use evade for cavalry, but I've tried that and I don't trust them to know what's in their best interest. So I don't really like that. Hey, Hooker is famous. What a legend. But what I would do is I would move my troops into position to assault, get them ready, and then I would just say assault and let them do it. Yeah, it wasn't a major victory because the way the game decides how many casualties you need to inflict doesn't make sense. And actually, the whole methodology behind what is a major and a minor victory is kind of dumb because it leaves no real room for the tactical or strategic implications of any victory. Like, this should be a major victory because I decisively routed a Confederate invasion of the North, even if I didn't deal 26% casualties. Anyway, Battle of Indianapolis has ended with the Hills Corps retreating with the Hills Corps. I don't like that. Retreating in panic. My commanders earned us a total victory with the enemy army running for their lives. That means reportedly suffered total casualties of 5,180 men. There were 500 killed. Only 500 killed and 2,000 captured. That is wild. Okay, well, good job,